I knew Justin before I became a realtor. So I was very fortunate. And at that time, we only had about 22 agents. I was shocked. Oh my God, like we're growing the team's growing, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Justin was really my mentor. I will forever be grateful to him. I am Christine Tulk and I work with Justin Havre real estate team at EXP. Real estate's something that I've always had an interest in. I was interested in before I had my children back in the early 2000s. And then of course, life took a turn. I had my two babies who are now all grown. I kind of just wanted to follow what I wanted to do, and that was real estate. I've had some bad experiences with agents in the past when I was buying and selling my own properties. And I knew that there had to be a better way to treat clients and to get the job done for them and make them happy. My husband and I bought our first home in 2002, and I just had a horrible experience with that agent. And then another horrible experience in 2005 when we sold that property. And then again in 2008 when we bought our next property. All horrible experiences. So I was like, okay, I need to get back into what I wanted to do in the first place, which was real estate. The markets, they go up and down all the time. That's really the challenge that I find. I've been doing this since 2010, so I've seen the market change quite a bit, and that's why you always put money aside and save it. I knew Justin before I became a realtor. So I was very fortunate when I got my real estate license. There was no team at all. I've known Carmen even longer than Justin. I was one of the very fortunate ones, along with Heather and Mike Hanna. Justin was really my mentor. I worked with him, and yeah, I've been very fortunate to be mentored by one of the greatest agents out there. There was no interview process at that time. We had no system in place. Justin would really just call and say, hey, you want to lead? And it just went around like that. So there was no system. We would leave our homes all the time, be out working all day, calling people from our car before hands-free, and then doing paperwork at nighttime. It was crazy. It's freedom. Being on the team where we not only have amazing systems in place with Follow Up Boss and all of our support staff that works here in the marketing team, it just gives us that we have a system now that we can follow. We're not losing or missing out on contacting clients. Back in the day, it was nothing to get 1,500 leads in a day kind of thing, right? But how do you follow up with those 1,500 leads? There was no system to keep track of them. Now we have that system. Now we're able to call and make notes for ourselves and hear our conversations, hear our text messages. It helps keep track of everything for sure. And we didn't have that in the past. So unfortunately, a lot of clients or potential clients fell through the cracks back then. It's been eye-opening. I left for 2 years. I moved back to New Brunswick. And at that time, we only had about 22 agents. And I remember talking to Justin on the phone and him telling me, oh my God, like we're growing the team's growing, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm like, how big can this team get, right? When I came back in 2019, I was shocked. It was over double the size, maybe even almost triple the size at that point. It was crazy. There was a lot of new faces on the team that I didn't know. Still, the originals that I remember and everything from years and years of working with them, but a lot that I did not know. So it's great. I'm happy for Justin. I'm happy to see the team succeed. So I had moved back to New Brunswick because my husband lost his job back in 2016. He was one of the last ones to be laid off during that recession. And we had decided to move our family back east. We were in debt. We were one of those ones that were spending more money than we were making kind of thing. We bought a home on the lake in New Brunswick, which fraction of the cost, but still, property taxes are more, and we had a hard time selling it when we decided to move back to Calgary. We came back out here the first Christmas. I remember being so upset because we had literally nothing under the tree for the kids. I'm one of those ones that I go all out. It was so empty and we barely had food at the time and stuff. I was just getting back into real estate, thankfully for Justin. And yeah, the following Christmas, that was my happy moment. The tree was overflowing. I bought all new decorations because I was like out with the old, in with the new. We were completely out of debt. So we had paid off all of our loans, all of our debts. We just bought our next home. We planned on having it paid off in 5 years. So yeah, that second Christmas when I came back to the team, that was my very happy moment. I'm very lucky to be on the team, to be able to get away and shut everything down with work and not think about it and just be able to relax. The one thing that this team offers is we have a great team here. We all support each other. We all help each other. So that way we can go on vacation. We can take time off. I had the 2 weeks away in Hawaii. My husband and I were able to celebrate our 25th anniversary with no interruptions. So I had a couple of the agents on the team that were helping out with all my listings. It makes me me feel good to be able to support other team members and to be supported as well when I'm away. When you work as a solo agent, you don't really have that support. When you're working on a team like this, you can have them actually get into your follow-up boss so they can keep track of what's going on and nothing's missed. None of the clients are missed out on. You don't have to worry about an offer coming in and it being skipped. One of the things about when I broke both my ankles, I was actually in the back of an ambulance at the time, being rushed to the hospital, and my phone went off and I had an offer. And I was out of work for 6 months, but I was still able to get sales, thankfully, since we had the team. We just passed it along. Everything was taken care of, property sold. So we were good. Dude, my little girl is actually in the process of starting to do her real estate course. And yeah, she's gonna be joining the team. I want her here. I think that any new agent starting off should be along to a team. The typical agent doesn't do their first sale until they've been in the business for 18 months. That's a long time to not have any money coming in. And real estate is really not a part-time job. If you're gonna make it in this world, you gotta be full-time. Whereas our agents on the team are doing deals within their first month. That's amazing. And you're gonna get the support, you're gonna get the training. Unfortunately, the real estate course teaches you how not to be sued, but it doesn't teach you how to actually work with clients, what to do, how to write up a proper contract, how to put in, negotiate, how to put in terms that are actually going to stand up with lawyers or in court, whereas our team's gonna teach you all that. And then you also have the mentorship program here as well, where we will help the new agents. I believe that there's so many new agents out there, and I know that I had help. I had Justin and I had another agent that also worked with our old office that were helping me out when I first started. So I was very fortunate, and I believe in giving back. I do know that even when I get an offer on one of my listings, even nowadays, if I know that it's a new agent, I will help them out. And I've had so many of those new agents come back at me after the deal's been done and thank me for it. And it's stuff that they're not getting from the brokerage that they're at because they don't have that mentorship program. I wouldn't be where I am right now without him, and that's 100%. Not only did he help me start off the very beginning, but he also helped me when I came back. I will forever, ever be grateful to him.